Hey, math lovers, Jacob here, back with another episode of Math Brains. I thought you guys liked math. Whatever. Okay. So basically, a new unit came out. Yeah, Unit 4.
And Dominic Kuniko is here again to tell you about Unit 4.
He's here. All right.
So 4.1 is using equations to represent situations. More than means plus. Decrease by means minus. Per means times. Of means times again. Quotient means divided by. And is means equal. So let's say Carrie made 3 liters of lemonade for a party. After the party, she had 0.5 liter of lemonade left. Write an equation to represent N, the number of liters of lemonade her guests drink. It would be 3, which is the number of liters made, minus the number of liters the guests drank, which is N, and then equals the number of liters left, which is 0.5. And so then N would have to be, one sec, math lovers, we have to do some very hard math here. 2.5.
Now Unit 2. What was that?
Whatever.
Okay, so let's go on.
So, solving addition and subtraction equations one step. So we need to isolate the variable. Isolating the variable means getting the variable by itself on one side of the equal sign. Inverse operations. The opposite of adding is subtract. Opposite of subtracting is add. Opposite of division is multiplication. And the opposite of multiplication is dividing. So that's mostly 4.2. 4.3, solving multiplication and division equations that are one step.
Thank you.
So let's remember the integer rules for dividing positive and negative numbers. So let's go to a blast back in math. Bum, bum, bum.
And we're here.
Okay, so a negative divided by a negative is a positive. A positive divided by a positive is a positive. That's a lot of positives.
That's a lot of positives.
And a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So the inverse property of multiplication states that when a number is multiplied by its reciprocal, or the multiplicative inverse, the product is 1. You can find the reciprocal of a fraction by flipping it. Example, the reciprocal of 7/5 can be found by flipping it to 5/7. And 7/5 times 5/7 equals 1.
I know, it's crazy, right?
So now we get to
Solving
4.4. Solving two-step equations.
Or StatMap.
StatMap is the opposite of PEMDAS. For solving two-step equations, we have to follow the order of operations backwards, as known as StatMap. Subtraction, addition, division, multiplication, exponents, and then parentheses. If we see addition or subtraction, we have to get rid of that first. Then we get rid of multiplication or division second, like that. That's how you do that. So that's mostly what Unit 4 is about. So let's go over the learning targets. So learning target 4.2 through 4.4. That's our lesson. The learning target is 7.2.4.1.
That's the lesson, yeah.
I can use the properties of equality to solve for the value of a variable.
Equality stating equal sign.
lesson 4.1 through 4.4. Again, lesson 7. Learning target 7.2.4.1. I can represent relationships with equations involving variables in positive and negative rational numbers. So that's mostly what our learning target is. It also says something for way forward. Let's flash forward. And this is a learning target for Unit 6. It is 7.2.4.2. I can solve equations resulting from proportional relationships. And that is our episode of Math Brains.